Good afternoon. You must have seen number of videos on the farmers protest. They are protesting. They almost by today more than 300 farmers has died in the process, and still we do not see the resolution of the issue. Today I am going to talk on farmers suicide. Every 3 hours one farmer commits suicide. I have seen it from 1991. This problem of farmer suicide is going on, and the problem is getting aggravated day by day, every day. So what is really the problem? What is stopping from resolving the problem of farmer suicide? There are a number of studies, research conducted. The research has been conducted by the Indira Gandhi Institute of Development and Tata Institute of Social Sciences. This research has been conducted by independent scholars also. Unfortunately, the problems remains where it was, and it is getting aggravated, getting increased every day. So the farmers law may be withdrawn. The new enacted farmers law may be withdrawn. Even the MSP may be guaranteed, which presently does not. But will the problems resolved? People call it debt crisis. Even if 100% debt of all farmers is forgiven or written down, will it solve the problem? In my opinion, really not. The, the real problem is not a debt. Farmers' debts must be forgiven. It will give a respite to the farmers for the 2 to 3 years. Even the guaranteed MSP of 50% above the base total price or cost of their production, yes, this MSP will resolve to some extent, but it will not solve the problem, even though that is needed immediately to save the lives of the farmers. The real problem lies somewhere else, and the development model adopted in the last 25 years or more is not able to solve the problem. The whole thing is immigration of the poor laborers from the rural areas to urban areas will not solve the problem. Problem is somewhere else. Unless and until this problem is resolved, the poverty and hunger in the rural areas and the urban areas cannot be resolved. The poverty and hunger from the rural areas is exported to urban areas when these laborers migrate from rural areas to urban areas in search of the jobs. So we must understand where is the problem, and we must solve the problem at its point. So my real issue is, today's core discussion is how to resolve the farmer suicide problem. So let it be very clear, by forgiving all farmers loans will not solve the problem. It will delay the problem, and it will give respite for 2 to 3 years. The MSP can resolve the problem to some extent and give a respite of 2 to 3 years. So overall we are talking about a 4 years or 5 years time gap, and we will be back to the square one. The first real challenge, the present working days in the rain-fed areas where most of the farmers are dependent upon the monsoon rain and going for the only single crop. Their working days is 120 working days to 150 working days. This 120 working days in a year to 150 working days is not enough. And this is one of the core issue or core problem of the crisis in the rural areas. Unless and until we increase this number of working days to 240 to 300 days a year, this problem cannot be solved. Hunger and poverty cannot be removed just by a piecemeal approach, or we need an integrated solution to resolve poverty and hunger and rural migration. So this number of working days in the rural areas must be increased to 240 to 300 days a year. Secondly, why do these people become suddenly go into the debt traps? Two of the core reasons of the debt trap, other than the failure of the monsoon or failure of the crop, is this is really a secondary issue, but failure of the crop because of the monsoon is issue. At the same time, the most of these farmers are their capital intensive farming is another reason, and they have been tricked into using the high cost, very high cost inputs into the farming, and this creates the loss making unit. Another problem is a health and education. Sudden death, any major health problem or accident, or higher education to the kids is the another reason why farmers go into the debt traps. Usually debts taken for the purpose of cropping is used for another purpose, or maybe another loan is taken for the marriages or ceremonies or education or health, and this is where the real problem arises. This problem is because he does not have enough income. He does not have enough working days to feed himself and his family. India's poverty line is $50, which is really very low compared to the global poverty standards of $1 a day. And still, almost half of the Indian population, or almost 70 crore of Indians, are below poverty line today. And we, after this pandemic or COVID, we have almost 23 to 24 crore, or almost 20% of the hungry population, and this is sudden rise from the 13 to 15 crore to 23 to 24 crore, and we in the hunger index India is 102. So we know that where is the problem. Even though we are producing enough crops of foods for everybody, the truth is this is a lie. We are not producing. If we are able to feed every mouth, this what we are producing today is not enough. Therefore, government must give the minimum MSP, minimum support price, and give the other benefits to the farmers so that enough is produced and enough is given to every hungry. India's malnutrition deaths of the under 5. The death of the under 5 children, 5 years of age children, 69% of those are malnutrition. India is below most of the poor countries in this human development index. So we are really lacking the commitment to reduce the poverty, and this is going on. Corporatization of the farming or privatization of the farming or giving or the contract farming will not resolve the issue of the hunger and the poverty. It has nothing to do really with private or government or public sector or the farmers farming. The real challenge is somewhere else. The the if government tries to privatize or give the contract farming, it will aggravate the problem rather than resolve the problem. So it is very important to create enough working days in the rural areas rather than taking and migrate asking them to migrate to urban cities and putting more pressure on the urban areas, mega cities. So there can be more irrigation. We can double the capacity of irrigation. There need to be a will to resolve this issue. Second important thing, there needs to be different types of farming which is more resistant to the monsoon or the unavailability of the monsoon. Third, the second income or third income for the farmers, so that they can have the enough working days and they can resolve their problem of the poverty and hunger. So government must work on increasing working days for the poor farmers rather than anything else. And this will resolve the farmer suicide. Yes, counseling is needed, support is needed, to resolve the mental stress is needed, but at the core we need, every hand needs to work, and this is the only way we can reduce the farmer suicide. Thank you very much for watching this video. Think on it. We are Farmers are on the streets and fighting for justice, and there is no resolution. We must understand, if this is not resolved, India cannot feed its own people for a long time. We need a strong agriculture. The world is facing the food security challenges. If if this agriculture crisis is not resolved, it is going to be very difficult for India in the long term. We cannot for the few political gains, we cannot have sold our future to some. So it is very, very important to understand the food security. India must have the sustainable food security in the long term. We have seen in 2008 food, what we call food riots, when suddenly the prices of the food items has gone skyrocketed, and so many places in the world we saw the riots for the food. Remember, this can happen anytime when you privatize the farming. So, in the next of my video, I will just talk on the food security and challenges facing India in terms of the food security. What we are producing today is not enough. We are importing a lot of items and not giving enough to our farmers. Remember, it will put Indian security at the hands of the corporates in the long term. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel for the future thoughtful videos on the rural development and the poverty.